Got to give the people what they want. It's the remix. Bass, I'm back. Got to get my sing on again. I love it when that happens. All right, pause. Write that joint down right there. Boom. You wrote that down. Now do it. I want you to follow those steps. Here's your problem. I have $4,000 in principal. I have it invested at 8% and it's compounding quarterly. First, I want you to find me the quarterly interest rate, make a table, make an equation, and check. If you're in my class, for sure, I got up on you. Check and make sure that the equation matches the table when you insert inputs and you get the right outputs. Do that right now. Cool. Hopefully, you just did that because you're an honor student and you wanted to see, hey, do I know how to do this on my own the right way? All right, so I'm going to do it. So let's check and see if what you did is right. So you said find the quarterly interest rate. So if I'm talking about quarterly, how many times is interest taken in a year? 4. 4 quarters in $1. That means 4 times throughout the year that interest is compounded, okay? So to find my quarterly rate, I have to take 0.08, that's my 8% interest, and divide it by 4 because it's taken quarterly, 4 times throughout that year, and I end up with 0.02. That's kind of my quarterly interest rate. All right, so now I want to make a table that goes along with this. And that's a key, making sure that my table and stuff match up to my equation. So we're talking about quarter, and we're talking about money. Quarter 0, I have $4,000, right? Quarter 1, I have $4,080. Which is 4,000 times 1.02, right? Got 2% added to it plus the 4,000. In month 2, it's going to be $4,161.60 because it's times 1.02. All right, and you could have gone a little bit farther than that, but we have those two. All right, so I'm looking at this and I'm seeing, oh, this thing is exponential, so I know I have the setup of y equals a times b to the x. Now to make my equation. Well, I remember that a is my initial value, which was 4,000. B is my growth rate, which is 1.02. That goes to the x power. And again, if you're in my class, I was stressing. You can't just write this without knowing that it actually works. I could have made a mistake in there. I probably did. So let's check it out. So I'm actually going to plug in a 2 to this to see if it works. Y equals 4,000 times 1.02 to the second power. I don't know what that is, so I'm going to do it in my calculator right now. 1.02 times 1.02, that would be to the second power, is 1.0404 times 4,000 equals, y ended up equaling 4161.6. That's what I wanted. So I know that when I plug this in, I'm pretty confident when I plug this in, it will give me the outputs of this equation, okay? So I found the quarterly interest rate, made the table, made the equation, checked to make sure that everything worked. Oh, they calling me. I do have one question for you now, though. How much money would this person make? I'm going to erase mine, but you can keep, you're not going to erase yours, obviously. How much money would this person make after 3 quarters? Write that answer down. So how much money would this person make after 3 quarters? I want you to write that answer down. Right, so hopefully you figured it out. You have y equals 4,000 times 1.02 to the x, to the third, because you're doing that. And we have, what is this, 1.02 times 1.02 times 1.02 equals that. 4,000 equals, looks like we have $4,244.83. That's after 3 quarters. How many months has it been? How many months are in 3 quarters? You hopefully did that between me and you said, well, if I broke 12 down into 4 quarters, 1 quarter is 3 months. So 3 quarters is 3 times 3. 3 quarters is 9 months. Okay? So you just got to be aware of that. And 3 quarters is actually 9 months here. Alright? We're only going to do one more problem. So if I'd asked you about months, you can't just plug a month into this. You have to plug a quarter number into that. That's key. Alright, so last one. I'm going to take the same $4,000, $4,000 in principal, and I'm going to, so again, write this down. I'm going to compound now monthly at 10%. Okay? So, I want you to figure out what's the monthly rate. I want you to figure out table. I want you to figure out equation. And I want you to check. You can pause here and do all those things. Cool? You did that? Alright? So I'm going to do it too. My monthly rate. I'm going to take this 10%, which is 0.10, but it's monthly, so that means that's 12 times in a year. So let me get 10 divided by, 0.10 divided by 12 is, ooh, that don't look right. 0.1 divided by 12 is 0.0083. And it's the 3 is repeating. Okay? It's 10% divided by 12, 0.0083 repeating. Let me just double check that. 10% divided by 12, 0.0083. Cool. So there's your monthly rate. So your table says, I'm going to take my month now, and this is my output of my money. Month 0, I have $4,000. Month 1, I have 4,000 times 0.0083. So 4,000 times 0.0083. Where's my mistake? I literally want you to write, Mr. Bass's mistake was. And I want you to fill in that sentence. I said, take 400 times 0.0083. Yeah, I knew right away. I got an answer of 33.2. Well, there's no way that my $4,000 went to $33.2. I just found this percentage. I needed times 1.0083. So let's try that. 4,000 times 1.0083. And it should be $4,033.20. Again, times 1.0083. 1.0083. And I get $4,066. That's about 68 cents. Okay? And so on and so forth. So I have a table. Now I got to make an equation. Y equals A times B to the X. Well, we don't know Y, we don't know X, but we know my initial value is 4,000. And we know my growth rate is 1.0083. That just looks silly. 1.0083 to the X. I want to test this bad boy again, so I'm going to plug a 2 into it just to see. So if I get, ooh, I hope you can see that. So if I plug that in with the 2, I'm going to get 4,000 times 1.0083 to the second power. So we'll figure out what that is. 1.0083 times 1.0083 equals 1.01666. And I'm going to take that number times 4,000. And I get y equaling 4,066.68675, 4,066.68. I can see that they match. I'm pretty sure that my equation is right. I followed all of the steps. All you got to pay attention. Is it compounded once a year? Is it compounded 12 times a year? Maybe it's only compounded 4 times a year. If you pay attention to that, that's going to change your interest rate that you are multiplying by, and you should be in pretty good shape. All right, that is all we're doing. It's just a catch-up. You guys did a really nice job in last class. I'm looking forward to see what happens this next one as well. I'm out.